Today, I'm turning the lowest overall rookie in Madden 25 into a superstar. So the rookie will be Devin Leary. He was drafted by the Ravens in the 6th round. I have traded him to a team I think that could, be a good future for him. And that sadly means we're going to get rid of CJ Stroud. So here we are. We have CJ Stroud in the trades. I think we're just going to try to find something that'll work out for the team. So this is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. We're only getting Trey McBride in a 1st round pick for Dalton Schultz and CJ Stroud. Obviously, like, if I wasn't so keen on getting rid of CJ Stroud, we would never say yes to this, but we're just going to do it. And yeah, so there you go. We got fleeced, obviously, like CJ Stroud, really, but it kind of messes up the league. But we're only focused on one guy, okay? So don't be starting with that you screwed up the league crap. So our lineup, Devin Leary is now the starting QB. So now looking at the offense, Devin is starting, obviously. Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Trey McBride. That is an insane receiving core. He has no excuse to be ass. So first things first, we are gonna change the playbook. So it's not going to be the Texans. Obviously, the Chiefs playbook has always been the greatest, and I think that's just what we got to do. We got to go to the Chiefs playbook. Why else would you not pick that? So Devin is starting. All we can really do is, we set him up. We put him on the Texans. Great offense. Everybody around him is ready to do what they can to make him better. And as long as he has a good rookie year and wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, he's going to go crazy. So Devin sits at a 58 overall at the start of the season, 80 speed, 82 excel. So pretty decent athleticism for a QB. I think that with this playbook and his receivers, he should have a dominant year. And keep in mind, he has no X factor, no progressive ability, no star, nothing. He's literally just nothing. So we really need him to win Rookie of the Year. We're gonna sim this year. Hopefully he does something good and he becomes Rookie of the Year. That's what we're banging on. So at the end of the season, we went 5-12, pretty much expected with him. And what we're hoping is that he had a great year statistic wise. Okay, so honestly, not that bad. 4,100 passing yards, so that's great. 36 TDs, but 28 interceptions, just 2 away from Jameis's 30 for 30 season. But on the ground, he also had a rushing touchdown. And overall, I hope this is enough to win Rookie of the Year. We're going to go check the yearly awards right now, and that is what we're hoping for. And Devin Leary, 28 interceptions was just too much. He got 7th in Offensive Rookie of the Year. He wasn't even top 10 in the AFC QBs this year. So that is very, very bad news right there. But I will not lose hope, because after 1 year, that does not define a player. He can really turn it around. So I'm going to sim to the offseason, see how he progresses, and then we're going to start year 2. At the end of the season, the Bills win the Super Bowl. No Texans were on the yearly awards, obviously. We're going to sim to the offseason. Hopefully, we do good in the draft. So at the start of year 2, Devin is now a 72 overall. So he bumped up 14 overalls in 1 year. We are looking so good. He's 25 years old, 1 year in the league. So if our guy just keeps locking in, keeps doing what he's doing right now, I think he's going to be really good. Now, all we're looking is to make him a superstar. He just needs to be a superstar in the league. And if he does that, our challenge is complete. So we lost Stephon Diggs in the offseason. Nico Collins and Tank Dell are going to be holding it down for him. We still have Trey McBride. He is in good hands in year 2. We are going to sim the season, and our goal is to make him a superstar. As soon as he becomes a superstar, the challenge is complete. Now, honestly, I'm thinking that this guy really becomes something, because 72 overall is like a crazy jump from 58. As long as he just has a good team around him, you're not going to fail. Especially in the Madden sim, and you have the Chiefs playbook, they're gonna suck you off. And if you watch my videos ever, I be hating on the Chiefs. It's just jokes, okay? It's just jokes. Well, it's not really jokes, but I'm just messing around, so don't be getting offended. So here we are at the end of year 2, 7-10, way better than last year. Our overall's going up. We're gonna look and see if Devin locked in. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of year 2, Devin Leary has 37 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and 4,500 passing yards. 4,500 passing yards. This guy is showing why he needs to be the GOAT. He also had 200 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. He also had a fumble. But his passer rating was a 102. This was a significant jump compared to last year. I don't see how he doesn't get a dev trait after this. In yearly awards, Devin Leary was 9th in MVP voting. 9th. From a 58 overall to 9th in MVP voting 2 years later. And look who won Offensive Player of the Year. Nico Collins. He locked in with Devin at QB, bro. He was 5th in best QB. I mean, are we really surprised though at the end of the day? Are we really surprised? We set him up to be great. So I'm looking at Player of the Week awards. In week 9, he had 5 passing touchdowns and 367 passing yards. Unbelievable game by him. And then in week 17, he had 389 passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns with 43 pass attempts. He is showing he's a gunslinger. I mean, 42 pass attempts. This dude likes to throw the ball a lot. So although we went 7-10, Devin showed why he's the QB of the future. And I guarantee you, give him 2-3 more seasons, he's going to be one of the QBs that just elevate the team like no other. I'm gonna sim to next season, see how he did. I'm honestly excited to see him go to the playoffs, maybe take the Texans to a Super Bowl, especially if he becomes a superstar. I think it'll happen. So year 3 for Devin, he is a 77 overall star. He needs one more dev trait to be a superstar, and that'll be challenge complete. We made a 58 overall QB turn into a superstar, possibly. But if he has another good year like he did last year, I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't be a superstar. And if we look at his ratings, look at his accuracies, all going up into the 80s. His throw on the run is up. His play action is up. Under pressure is up. His speed and acceleration do complement his game. I think that this guy has a lot of potential. And at the start of year 3, Trey McBride and Nico Collins are both a superstar X factor. Joe Mixon is still on the team along with Dameon Pierce. And we have a wide receiver who's a star and possibly superstar if he's a 78 overall. So our team is still looking really good. The defense is looking phenomenal as well. So boys, it is time to sim year 3. We are hoping to make it into the playoffs. He is now a 77 overall star QB. He's only 27 years old. We have no excuse to not do great this year. So we will sim to the playoffs. I hope we do good. And with high expectations, we went 6-11. Brother, what the fuck happened? And it looks like Devin Leary had a horrible year. He didn't even get a 4,000 passing yards. 4 yards off. You tell me you couldn't get 4 yards, bro? Bruh. He had 34 touchdowns and 22 interceptions on 62 completion percentage. Bruh. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this was worse than his rookie year. Like, in every statistic except interceptions. He just didn't do good at all. I don't know. I don't know what happened this year. We're going to say this was his sophomore slump because his rookie year, he was just a 58 overall. So he wasn't like a true QB overall. This was his sophomore slump. We're going to say that, okay? We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Give him one more year to get this superstar. And he better lock in. He had the worst passer rating out of any NFL starting QB. Like, bruh. I know I keep saying bruh, but like, what else do you want me to say other than bruh? So at the start of week 1, the Texans are at 87 overall. We are at 87. I think this is the time where Devin needs to lock in, have a great year because he's 27 now. If he doesn't do it good this year, like if he doesn't do good at all, like the chances of his dev trait going to superstar is so low. He is sitting at a 79 overall. This will be his 4th year in the league. He's still under his rookie contract, 27 years old. I think that if he doesn't do this here, boys, the challenge is failed. So we need to make sure he has everything he needs. A running back, he has a good wide receiver core, 2 star factors, a superstar, Trey McBride, and his defense, is at least there to pick him up. So now that we got that, year 4, he needs to play phenomenal. We're gonna sim to mid-season because this is probably the final season, and if he's not doing good in the middle of the season, we gotta do some last-minute trades, I think. And at mid-season, the Texans are over 500 at 4-3. I'm so stressed out. This is oh my gosh. And yeah, he's 16 TDs, 5 interceptions, and 1,700 yards so far halfway. I believe they're about 2 games behind, so this is still pretty good. He's averaging 250 yards a game. So I think that we are in good hands if we just sim to the end of the season. I pray he does good. Please, boys, we need him to lock in right now. Boys, we went 6-11. We were 4-3, bro. Bro, what the fuck? So you're telling me we just win 2 games for the rest of the season and then we just call it quits? Like, bruh, what are we doing out there in Houston? Devin Leary had an okay year, 4,200 yards, 36 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. I mean, he get 300 yards on the ground. Bruh, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What are we supposed to do now? So we're in the offseason now. Look at this, bro. Nico Collins is regressing. Devin Leary is staying at a star dev. He is an 81 overall, which honestly isn't bad. Like, that is still great for a guy who was a 58 overall. But, I mean, I don't want him to flatten out right here. But he's 28 years old now. We are in the offseason. I'm going to do one last Hail Mary. Switch it to the Bengals playbook, and we hope for the best, boys. So at the start of his year 5, I believe, 87 overall offense, 86 overall team. He has what he needs around him. We're going to do a quick recap of the team. Trey McBride, the only superstar X Factor. Everybody else is a star dev, which could be worse. Nico Collins, Tank Dell, auto-generated, and Devin, the man we need to be a superstar at the end of the season. We are at the Bengals playbook. If they do not get this right here, we're screwed. We're screwed. He will be 29 or 30 next season. Like, he's not going to be a GOAT after that. We're going to sim to the playoffs. We're going to rip the Band-Aid off, see if he does any good. If he doesn't, then like, we're just going to be mad. Like, what the fuck? We went 9-8. We went 9-8. We're just going to look at his stats. He went 4,200 yards, 36 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 100 passer rating. Now, this is an QB that is real. He is real. He played at Kentucky. I don't know anything about him. I don't know ball like that. I know the Ravens had him, and we traded him. And guess what? We have given him everything he's needed, and he still just is not leading this team, apparently. Like, you have a great wide receiver core. Why are you not putting up 49, 4,800, 4,700 passing yards with like 40 touchdowns? Now, either Madden sucks big fat wang, or he's just buns. He had 5 touchdowns in one game this season. But other than that, bro was just... he was nothing. I don't see how we can ever recover from this. There's no way he's going to be anything. We could have made the playoffs. We went 9-8, but we just didn't have a good enough record. He is a hard 82, +2 with morale right now. I don't know why he's happy. Bro has nothing to be smiling about. You did not make the playoffs. We're going to sim one more year. Just double check. Make sure everything that we tried did not work out. He will be 29 or 30 this year. You're cooked, bro. You're unk now. You're too old to go to a... I mean, fuck. I can't even speak. I'm starting so hard because I'm pissed that this man did not do what we wanted him to do, which was be a superstar. But we have one more shot. I know I keep saying we have one more shot, but we actually have one more shot. If he has like an MVP type year right now at age 29 or 30, he can still go up. That is what we're hoping for. We're at the start of year 5 or year 6 now. He is 29 years old, so we have one more shot, but we have bad news. Look at our wide receivers. Nico Collins is now just a regular dev trait. Laramie Tunsil is gone. Tank Dell is 29 years old. He is getting old, brother. We are COOKED. Where the fuck did this guy come from? What the fuck? So we have a superstar X Factor running back. What the fuck? And our defense is actually looking pretty good. I think we have a shot this year, boys. Please! We are making Tank Dell our slot wide receiver. We are hoping that this is the year that we do it. We are 86 overall team. We're going to sim to the playoffs. If he has an MVP type year with a good offense around him, he still has a pretty good offense around him. A great tight end. I don't see why we can't win MVP. Challenge failed, boys. It's over. 87 overall, 89 offense. I don't really know what to do. He had a 34 and 15 year with 4,300 passing yards. On the ground, he had 200 yards, no touchdowns, and a fumble. Now, I did the slot wide receivers. I made sure we had a different playbook. I made sure that our team was set up right. Everything was good. And he still did not do what we wanted him to do. I do not understand why your team can be that high of an overall. Now, I may be a little bit noobish to the franchise mode, so maybe some tips and some advice in the comments would help me out, but I just can't seem to fathom the fact that my team is this good with at least a decent QB, good wide receiver core, good tight end, and we still we're still ass? Bro, 4-13 is pitiful, man. I'm bitching right now, but I deserve to bitch, all right? Because that's so heartbreaking. We put so much effort into this guy to make him great, and it's not his fault that Madden sucks ass, because I'm gonna blame this on Madden. I'm gonna blame this on EA. So yeah, challenge failed. He's 82 overall. Nico Collins is down. Tank Dell's down. Trey McBride is going down. We're cooked. We're cooked. If we sim 10 years, we'd be fucking cooked. So Devin, you flattened out at an 82 overall. It's not your fault. You could have been something better. But, I mean, you had a decent career, honestly. 4,300, 4,200, 4,200, 4,500, 4,100. I mean, after the second year, we thought he was going to be the second coming of fucking Steve Young or John Elway or whoever the fuck. We thought he was going to be the second coming of somebody. He had a great year his second year. He just never lived up to it, ever. But That's how things work. We'll leave it here. Boys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what I need to do different in these videos, because I know that franchise has weird ways of working out and you need to really tweak some things for it to play out how you want it to. Challenge failed, but that's okay. We're going to be back with the next banger. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.